Hey, shalom, shalom, y'all. Alright, so boom. I made this one, called LeBron James. I do want to share the stream, yo. So I'm gonna share real quick. Alright, on this one, LeBron ain't nice part one. And this one, I want to. It's not letting me share my screen for some reason. Let me try to share my screen. I wanted to just highlight a play that I just seen with LeBron James, and if it lets me share my screen, but it's not letting me. I want to share my screen. I'm not sure how to share my screen. I was gonna make a video about LeBron James' mishaps, basically, you could say. So it was this play. I'm just gonna describe the play for y'all. All right. So basically, it was a play where I'll probably do a separate video of the play and just upload it on my phone. But basically, what you have is this bald headed motherfucker named Caruso. All right, let's talk about this dude named Caruso real quick. The dude look like he's a cancer patient. He looks like it's something really wrong with him, you know? And it's like he looks like he's sick. And it's like he's not receiving the proper treatment. It's like he shouldn't be playing basketball, in my opinion. Something just doesn't look right with him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's there for a reason because he will listen to LeBron and he'll do what LeBron tells him to do. And those are the type of players LeBron is looking for. He's not looking for nobody to argue with him. He just needs somebody to, do what he wants him to do. Now, this play in particular, you have the Lakers coming back from, I guess the other team scored, so they're coming back on offense. Now, LeBron, I'm not sure if there was a turnover or what happened in previous play, but LeBron is nowhere in the picture. You have 4 Lakers and you have 5, what is it, the Denver Nuggets? The Nuggets? No, these are the Pacers. So you have 4 Lakers and you have 5 Pacers of the Lakers side. LeBron is nowhere in the picture. So this is the type of mindset of LeBron James, okay? He's not in the picture on purpose. You understand? I'm telling you, because if you understand the spirit, it's a spiritual thing, okay? I'm trying to tell you it's a spiritual thing. If you watch football and you see how the New England Patriots play, like they're a bunch of cheaters. I don't want to call them cheaters, but they do the little shit to get, like Tom Brady when he's on the New England Patriots. All he threw was short passes. He threw them 5-yard passes. He'll throw 30 of those a game. That could lead up to, like, after the catch, you get like 15 yards after the catch and make it seem like he's really putting in work. But no, he's just throwing them short passes and make it look like he's really putting up big yards. You understand? And that's what I see, that type of, not going for the not going for the 50-yard pass, not taking that chance with your receivers. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's robbing the game. That's not bringing the best out of your plays. Like when I play Madden, I'm going all out. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get 900 passing yards. I'm trying to get 500 rushing yards. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not, going to shortchange my plays that I have on my team. If they have the capabilities to produce, you know what I'm saying? So the plays that LeBron has on his team, they're very fundamental plays. You understand? They're key plays. They're role plays. You have players like a Dwight Howard. You have players like a Kentavious Caldwell Pope. You have players like a Rajon Rondo. These are players who are specialists at their position. Like they have a special trait that makes them stand out at the position. Dwight Howard is extremely tall. Whether people can understand that about basketball, there's a reason why he's on the team. He's extremely tall. He can get rebounds. He's a slam dunk champion. You understand? He'll get those rebounds. That was all his job is to do, is to get rebounds. He's not there to score. He's not there to make free throws. He's one of the worst free throw shooters in the history of the NBA. There's a reason why LeBron said, "I'm gonna have you on his team," because he's like 7'4", 7'5", whatever, and he's just there to get rebounds. LeBron said, "I don't want you to shoot the ball. I don't want you to act like you I don't want you to act like you Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because you got a Lakers uniform on. I don't want you to do that shit. I just want you to get out there and get rebounds." You know what I'm saying? Now it's his only job, and he did that he did that. What Dwight Howard did this season was beautiful. You understand? I can't describe it to you, but there's a reason why he's not on that team no more, because he put in the effort to be at his position. You understand? He put in that effort to help that team win a championship. If he got acknowledged for that effort, I feel like he would still be on the team, but he didn't get acknowledged for that effort. The things that, because he wasn't the focal. Now again, he wasn't the focal point of the team. He was coming off the bench. He's not a bench player. He's not a bench player. He's a starter. Dwight Howard is not a bench player. But LeBron said, "I see your weaknesses. I know your flaws. I see all of them shits. I know your flaws mentally. You're not a mentally strong player. So I'm gonna put you in this bench position and make you feel like you're less than what you really are, because your mind is not capable of, like, your mental, like, you just got in trouble with the transsexual. You just got in trouble with the transsexual. So you're going through all of this shit. I'm gonna put you at this low position and make you feel like you ain't shit, because I know you really are one of the best rebounders in the game, if you really, if you're really committed to it. And what we have here, we have, Anthony Davis here. So we have a chance to really win a title. So I know you really want a championship. So I'm gonna put you on the bench, and that's what he did. You can't tell me that Dwight Howard is not better than JaVale McGee. You can't tell me that shit. None of y'all can tell me that shit. Dwight Howard been to the finals. He was the best player on his team and went to the finals. And he beat LeBron James in the playoffs, and he was the best player on his team. You can't tell me he wasn't the best player on his team when he was on the Magic. This is Dwight Howard. Now you have Dwight Howard in this scenario is a perfect segue, because Dwight Howard again is doing his job. You understand? He's not doing more than what he's put on the team to do. He's just doing his job. So what Dwight Howard is doing is setting up a pick. And Dwight Howard is 7'3". He's like 300 pounds. Dwight Howard sets a pick. It's a wrap. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get around Dwight Howard. He said, I'm not trying to do that shit. I'm 5'8". Somebody else is in the league, 6 feet, 6'3". They not trying to fuck with Dwight Howard if he sets a pick. They not. I'm telling you. The nigga's like 7'3", 7'4", son. They're not trying to fuck with him. So when Dwight Howard is said, he's not known for setting picks. He's not known for that. DeMarcus Cousins is somebody that's known for setting picks. You understand? You understand what I'm talking about? Somebody please follow along. All right. A player like a DeMarcus Cousins is known for setting picks. Now with DeMarcus Cousins, I'd rather get a pick from DeMarcus Cousins than Dwight Howard because Dwight Howard is not looking to score when he sets a pick. DeMarcus Cousins is looking to score, so he might not hold the pick for that long. Dwight Howard is going to hold that pick for a long time. You understand? So when he holds that pick, Caruso with the ball head, the cancer patient looking motherfucker, who has very good abilities at dunking, who likes to dunk, which these motherfuckers don't seem to understand, is that white boy wants to dunk. He wants to get to that rack. That's all he cares about. He's going to try to shoot the three, even though he's not a good 3-point shooter. He's not at all. He done airballed a lot of threes that I've seen in the fucking bubble, but he has that confidence because he's with LeBron James. You understand? So he has that confidence, like he could shoot, he could dunk. He's an all-star. That's what he thinks. He thinks he's an all-star. I'm just letting you know what it is. I'm telling you the truth. He feels like he's an all-star type player, an all-star caliber player. I'm letting you know the mindset of these motherfuckers. You understand? He feels like he's an all-star player, so he's gonna play like an all-star. This play right here is the all-star type of play. When you have your best player not on the scene and the other 5 players just focus on the 4 players that's not really relevant, and they're fundamental players who are all specialists at the position. So you kind of do have to key in on them. Caruso, he's not a he's a like I said, he's somebody that listens to directions. He's not a fundamental role play type player. He's just somebody that takes directions well. That's all the fuck he is. And he does that with LeBron James because LeBron James is the only player that could do that to somebody. The only motherfucker. Now, I ain't saying that there's not other motherfuckers that do that, but LeBron James is the only one that he's the best player for doing it because his size. He looks like he's intimidating. You understand? So a John Wall, players that remind me of LeBron James would be like a John Wall. A John Wall feels like he's the best player in the league, even though he's not. But he plays like he's the best player in the league. Now, John Wall does have the capabilities of claiming that, but he has to play smart. He doesn't have that mental fortitude to allow him to be the best player in the league. But he could be the best player in the league if he put his mind to it. Just like a lot of these players, of Russell Westbrook, but Russell Westbrook is not looking to be the best player in the league. You understand that? It's a difference. It's a different mindset. You have to understand the generations that they grew up in. I understand the generation that LeBron James grew up in, the generation that John Wall grew up in, and these type of players. We have players like a John Wall. I understand those type of players that are like a John Wall. What I mean by that, you have players like Kemba Walker, who feel like he's the best player in the league. You got players like Bradley Beal, feel like they're the best player in the league. And these are all good players that have the potential to be the best player in the league. You understand? But their mindset doesn't allow them to. You also have players like Carmelo Anthony, feel like he's the best player in the league. Dwayne Wade, feel like they're the best player in the league. LeBron James, feel like he's the best player in the league. It's a mindset. You say you got to build, you got to puff yourself up. There's Bible scriptures that says that when you puff, these guys are puffed up, they're aired up, they're gassed up. They puff themselves up to believe that they're the best players in the league. Now we have players like a Steph Curry that's not puffed up. You understand? Even though the motherfucker's celebrating, now Russell Westbrook is the most celebrated motherfucker, but you got motherfuckers like Steph Curry that celebrate way too much, but it's appreciated because he has a reason to celebrate. Like Russell Westbrook has a reason to celebrate. You see a LeBron James celebrate, that shit looks awkward. You understand? When you see a John Wall celebrate, the shit looks awkward. When you see a Kemba Walker celebrate, the shit looks awkward. Now LeBron James' reason for celebrating why it looks awkward because he has 6 losses. He has 6 finals losses. The reason why Kemba Walker and John Wall look weird when they celebrate because they haven't really been in the playoffs. They haven't done shit in the playoffs. And we all know the regular season don't mean nothing. It's all about the playoffs. When these niggas get in the playoffs, They play like they playing in the regular season. They play like they playing for their fans, for for the homos who out there, or for whatever who's out there, whoever fans they got, who they giving season tickets to and all of that shit. You understand? Whoever they spending their money on, that's what they playing for. So they're not really out there for the the chip. They're just playing for their fans. They're playing for the extra bread. They're playing for the contract. You know what I'm saying? They're playing for the contract. They're not playing for the team. These players on the Lakers, they're playing for a chip. They're not playing for a contract. That's why they decided to join LeBron James. But the problem is that they want that chip so bad that they're willing to do anything for it, and they're willing to sacrifice themselves. These players are basically sacrifice themselves for a championship. So again, in this play, we have these fundamental players who are not nowhere near capable of being the best player in the league. They don't play like that. They don't act like that. They're humble. You understand? These you have to be humble. You have to be humble in order to play with LeBron James. You have to be. You have to make a sacrifice, whether it's financially, whether it's physically during the game, whether it's spiritually, that's dealing with your family. Like LeBron James is going to consume all of that energy. You understand? Because that's what he does. He consumes all that energy. All right. So all right, let's see. I'm trying to see who's in this play. It doesn't really matter. I think that's Avery Bradley. All the players on the Lakers are fundamental role players. They're there for a reason. This play, you have the fundamental things. Caruso's his main job is to pass the ball. His job, he understands that. He understands that if you have an open shot to take it, but first is pass. That's what Caruso understands. He's not there to do nothing else. So the thing with him is though is that he can dunk, and he players know that he wants to dunk, but they feel like they feel like they can stop him. You understand? But he's a tall white boy, and he gets through them sometimes. So they don't really regard him as a key factor. You understand? So in this play, you have Caruso playing the point guard position, and you have Dwight Howard setting the screen. So Dwight Howard sets the screen. I believe that's Oladipo. He sets the screen on Oladipo, and you have. If anybody knows the play that I'm talking about, this is the no look pass that LeBron gets to Dwight Howard. All right. So he gets the screen set by Dwight Howard, and he makes his way towards the basketball, towards the hoop. So we're gonna let it play a little more. Really lost control of the ball. All right, so after they set the screen, hold on, I think just stopped. The hook pass, good hands by LeBron. Look at this, feeds out. He really lost control. Then you see after Future gets by the screen, so this is all calculated. LeBron is very calculated. He's like a robot. Alright, he's like a fucking robot. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. He's not. He's not human. Alright, he's a robot. That means that he has that 666 associated with him. If you understand the mark of the beast, you understand the the significance behind that number. You understand how that number is played throughout society. It's the number of the beast. It's the number of the snake. That the snake that eats its own tail. I forgot what it's called, but it's a system. It's a forever going system. Just like 666, it's a forever going number. It doesn't end. You understand? You're gonna keep getting sixes the whole entire time. When you divide 2 by 3, you're gonna get 6 the whole entire time. It's never gonna end. You understand? And that's just how LeBron is. He's a If you play NBA 2K and you play against LeBron James, you understand. You understand him. He's a robot. He's not doing nothing. He's not doing nothing that he wasn't supposed to do or that he's not made to do. He's gonna do what he's made to do, and that's to score the basket. That's it. Just to put the ball into the hoop. That's it. That's all that he's made to do. You understand? He has the best ability at his position to do that because of his size and his speed. But he's not the best at doing that. He's just not. That's facts. Kevin Durant is way better at doing that than him. Anything. He do anything better than LeBron James. He could jump higher than him. And it's no knock to LeBron James, but it's that LeBron James is not trying to he's not trying to be the best. He's not trying to be the best passer, the best dunk. He's just there to score the basketball. And y'all motherfuckers don't understand that shit. Y'all don't understand his mindset. He's not trying to be in a dunk competition or slam dunk competition. He's just there to get his fucking bread and go home. And that's no problem. That's not a problem. It's just that y'all motherfuckers, y'all fans out there, y'all put all this shit on him and make it seem like he's doing something that he's not supposed to do. Y'all fuck it up. Y'all fans out there, y'all fuck it up. It's not LeBron's fault. It's y'all motherfucking fault. You understand? So LeBron is a robot. Just like mostly a player that's not a robot is a player like a Steph Curry. Steph Curry is not a robot. He's not a robot. Kevin Durant is not a robot. But have LeBron James, like a player like a Kyrie Irving could be a robot. Because he's predictable. A James Harden is predictable. A lot of these players are predictable. Steph Curry is not predictable. You don't know what the fuck he gonna do. You don't know what the fuck that motherfucker's gonna do. You know what Kyrie Irving is gonna do. You know what he's gonna do. Kyrie Irving, he likes to dribble. If you play at Rucker Park, if you play at street parks, whatever, if you play that, and during the and one era, you can understand who Kyrie Irving is. He's a street baller. That's all he is. He's if you play NBA Street, he's a street baller. You understand? So he's gonna play like he's at the park. Those type of players usually don't have a specialty. Like they don't have a special move or a special type of talent. What they do, they like to copy other players. So with Kyrie Irving, he basically mimics a lot of plays in the league. You understand? Because he's good at doing a lot of things, so he could mimic a lot of plays. Now, me, if I'm guarding Kyrie Irving, I'm not going to be focused on the dribble moves, even though that's what he's best at doing. I'm not focused on the dribble moves. I'm focused on that shot because I know that he can shoot. But that's not his go-to move. But that's going to be that's what you want him to do. You want him to take that 3-point. You understand what I'm talking about? Y'all understand? I need y'all to understand. Cause I'm dropping knowledge on y'all motherfuckers. I really am. I'm dropping gems, all of that. Now, Kyrie Irving, he's gonna dribble the ball. You want him to dribble because you want him to dribble as much so you can have the opportunity at stealing the ball. You understand? A player like Steph Curry is not gonna do that much dribbling. He's gonna pass the ball and he's gonna run around. You understand? He's gonna run around the whole court. Kyrie Irving ain't doing that shit. Kyrie Irving is like, if you don't trust me to get the basketball, then hey, fuck your life up. That's how Kyrie Irving is thinking. You understand? He's like, I want the basketball. I'm the best player. Give me the basketball. Steph Curry's like, hey, I don't want the basketball. I don't even think about having the basketball. You understand? Steph Curry's a dangerous motherfucker, son. You know what I'm saying? Dangerous player. And I'm just talking about me playing on. I know it sounds weird, but me playing on 2K, it's just it really shows how these players really you can really see the mindset of these players. Because Steph Curry doesn't like to play with the ball. He'd rather play off the ball with the ball. You understand? because he can catch and shoot. Kyrie Irving can't do that shit. Kyrie Irving can't catch and shoot. That's why he needs to play like Kevin Durant, who can catch. Kyrie Irving can't catch and shoot. He might do it. He might, he might make some of them, but that's not what he does. He doesn't catch and shoot the ball. I'm not saying he can't make the shit, but you can't pass Kyrie Irving the ball and expect him to knock the shit down. That's not Kyrie Irving. That's not how he plays. Now he can make it, but he's not. That's not who he is. That's a James Harden. That's a Steph Curry. That's the Kevin Durant. That's a Kawhi Leonard, a Paul George. That's not a Russell Westbrook. That's not a Kyrie Irving. Um, who else? That's not a Kemba Walker. We're not saying that Kemba Walker can't make it. We're just saying that he's not a catch and shoot player. Kemba Walker is going to dribble. Westbrook's going to dribble. Westbrook's going to dribble your fucking. That's Russell Westbrook's problem. That's his problem right there. That he dribbles the ball too much. He needs to learn how to play off of the ball. He needs to learn how to get some alley oops. He should be flying in the air. You understand? Flying in the motherfucking air over everybody. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see Russell Westbrook. I want to see him fly from the free throw line getting alley oops because he could do that type of shit. You understand? That's what I want to see out of, and that would bring out that's his best. That will help his. That will raise his game up. I know people might think he'll get injured doing that type of shit. No, that would elevate his game because that's who he is. He's a high flyer. You know what I mean? He's a high flyer that can shoot. I know y'all think that Russell can't shoot the ball, but he can shoot the ball. Y'all see his free throw percentages? They ain't by accident. The motherfucker can shoot. All right, y'all think he can't shoot? Y'all keep thinking that shit. I don't think Russell Westbrook can. I think Russell Westbrook is the best point guard in the league. You understand? Because he plays like a point guard where he attacks. He attacks the rim. He's not trying to shoot the ball. I don't want my point guard shooting the ball like a Steph Curry. I don't want that shit. I want my point guard to attack first and pass second. Attack first, pass second, shoot third. That's all I want my point guard to do. Attack, pass, shoot. If you attack, you don't got it, then you pass it. Then you run to a spot. If you open, you shoot the ball. If you don't got it, you pass it again. And keep passing it until you open for a shot. But you got to attack. You have to attack. You have to penetrate. Penetration. Penetration. All right? When I say penetration, get that with Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is going to penetrate. He's going to penetrate. Whether you think about, I'm talking about your girl, he's going to penetrate. He might penetrate your girl. He might do that shit. I'm just letting you know, like, y'all not going to penetrate. It shit need to be penetrated. And that's what Russell Westbrook going to do. He's going to penetrate this shit. Because y'all don't penetrate this shit. Russell Westbrook going to do it. So Russell Westbrook to me is my favorite point guard, hands down. He just happened to play with my favorite player of all time, which is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, my favorite player of all time, hands down. I'm just saying, I don't feel like he's the best player of all time. He's my favorite player though. He's not the best player of all time. That shit went out the window in 2012. All right, 2012, Kevin Durant. It's over. You ain't in the talk. But back to this play. All right, so LeBron James comes back into the screen. All right, he comes back into the screen. Like I said, he's calculated. So he calculated this move. He calculated when to come back into the play. He came back into the play when nobody was paying attention on him. They kept their focus on the other four players. So Caruso sees that LeBron is open. He's going to pass it to him. All LeBron got to do is penetrate, get easy buckets. This is what I'm talking about. LeBron James is not trying to be Steph Curry. He's not trying to. Well, actually, I take that back because the motherfucker's trying to shoot from the half court and those other shit like Steph Curry. So that's a knock on this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the fuck he doing that shit. Like y'all niggas, y'all NBA players is some dumbass niggas, huh? I really don't know what the fuck. Like the nigga Damian Lillard. This Damian Lillard, son. I hate this. I fucking hate this nigga, son. The motherfucker said, "What is a superstar?" He said this shit to Carmelo Anthony. He said, "I don't even know what a superstar is. What the hell is a superstar? Like, why do you even say a superstar? It's not you, nigga. It ain't you. Just let you know that shit. You ain't no fucking superstar, nigga. It ain't your ass, nigga. You understand that shit? LeBron James showed you the difference between a superstar and what you are. I think that the motherfucker. I think Murray from the Denver Nuggets is more of a superstar than Damian Lillard. I think Jimmy Butler is more of a, well, actually no. I take Jimmy Butler. He said some dumb shit too, so I can't say that. But Damian Lillard, your mental, where you taking half court shots and you're nowhere near beating the Lakers, but you're taking half court shots. You can take those shots if you're winning. That's a way to embarrass your opponent. That's not a way to gain confidence or gain confidence in your shot. And I feel like he was shooting at to try to gain confidence in his shot. And these little gay ass, homosexual, immature motherfuckers. That's all these NBA players are. The little boys. They're little fucking boys with little mindsets. They don't understand how to have a good mindset and take good shots. You understand? They take the dumbest shots. I don't know what the fuck. And they've been doing that shit since Steph Curry. Steph Curry, I blame Steph Curry. Because Steph Curry gets away with it though. But Steph Curry is the reason why these niggas take bad shots. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and this all happened in like 2009. It all happened in 2009. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas, huh? That shit is heartbreaking. To see that much talent in those players, like a Kevin Durant and a Steph Curry. See that much talent. And for y'all to treat y'all talent like how y'all treated in 2009. You know what I'm saying? 2010. Y'all just disrespected yourselves. You guys disrespected the game. Steph Curry disrespects the game with his shots that he takes. He still does it to this day. And he can't do it no more. You see what happened to his team? They ran out. They ran out of juice. Klay Thompson said, fuck this shit. I'm getting my money and I don't want to fuck with this shit no more. That's what Klay Thompson said, my nigga. He's out for 2 years after he got his contract. Y'all don't understand? He got $100 million contract. I ain't seen the nigga on the court since, man. After he got his $100 million contract, I ain't seen the nigga on the court since. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, these players they're the type of generation. You understand? We come from a player like a John Wall who has all this talent in the world, but doesn't know how to put that shit into the right place. A player like a Derrick Rose has all the talent in the world, but is afraid to get injured. Probably suffered the most injuries. You understand? That fear. They have fear with them. The only reason to puff yourself up with confidence because you're afraid. You're not telling yourself the truth. That you have to work on certain parts of your game, so you got to puff yourself up and tell yourself that you're the best player in the world. And that's evilness. That's wickedness. Because you're not being true. You're selling yourself short. So, um, when you have that type of capability to really do something, and you don't you don't um you don't treat it like you should treat it. I feel like and don't get me wrong, players, they start like a play like a Trey Young. He's taking good shots. And I tell you, it's good shots because Steph Curry made those shots good shots. If Steph Curry didn't make those shots good shots, they wouldn't be good shots. But those are not good shots for Steph Curry. Those are good shots for Trey Young because Trey Young practiced those shots. Steph Curry, you can't practice the shots Steph Curry takes. There's no way for you to practice those shots. But they're always going to be bad shots for Steph Curry because he doesn't look comfortable taking them. Trae Young looks comfortable taking those shots. Like he does. He looks like he's in his element when he shoots the ball. And that's what Steph Curry did. He done brought out these players that, could take crazy shots and make them. You know what I'm saying? They could take bad shots and make them. You know what I mean? And it's probably gonna get worse because I feel like Steph Curry's gonna keep taking those shots, and he's gonna keep making plays want to play like him. And hey, if you want to play like this motherfucker, go ahead. It's not gonna always go in. I say I like plays to attack. I like my point guard to attack the rim, like a Russell Westbrook. We have a higher percentage, a higher chance of making them. I don't want my point guard shooting the ball 20 times a game. I don't want that. You understand? In this league where they won't put a guy like a Brandon Ingram who's like 7 feet that could block a guy like a Steph Curry. They won't put him on Steph Curry. I don't know why. It's not like Steph is it's hard to guard. You just got like and I understand he has Klay Thompson and they both play off the ball. I understand that. I understand that totally. But you got to take a team like the Chicago Bulls. All right, watch the Chicago Bulls and watch the type of plays that they had. You understand? They had one real big man that was Luke Longley. That was it. And he stayed in the paint. He stayed in the motherfucking paint. You guys don't want me to talk about Luke. Y'all don't want me to talk about Luke Longley. Y'all don't want me to talk. I know y'all like who the fuck is Luke Longley? Y'all don't want me to talk about him. Cause y'all don't. I watched basketball because I was forced to watch it. You understand? When you see that bull symbol and like I was born in I'm a Taurus, you know what I'm saying? So you see that bull symbol and you see Michael Jordan. Now, not to say the motherfucker was MK Ultra for me. He most likely was. You understand? I know about the MK Ultra shit since I was probably like 10, 11. You know what I'm saying? Me wearing the Bulls hat and thinking about what this symbol recognized. I did a painting in my school when I was in 6th grade of a bull. And I painted on the wall. You know what I'm saying? And like my teacher wanted me to paint this painting. You understand? But I was a smart kid. You understand? Like I felt like I understood what those symbols meant. I understood what the bull meant. You know what I mean? You understand? And I painted that painting because I wanted to. And I understood what that bull meant. I understood Greek mythology. I mean, I watched TV. I don't know. I don't know what it was, but I understood all of this shit. That's why, you know what I'm saying. I understand. I understand. A guy like a Michael Jordan and what he was. Well, I understand that shit. I do. Everybody wants to be like Mike. You understand? The bald head, no facial hair. Anybody ever ask why he has no facial hair? Why he has a bald head? Nobody don't ask those questions. But everybody, after Mike had a bald head, everybody then started having a bald head. Vince Carter, um, Kobe Bryant, you know. Don't be surprised if you see LeBron with, a bald head and no facial hair. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you already see what's going on, but all I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, a team like the Chicago Bulls, man, in my opinion, you're not gonna have that. Cause what Michael Jordan did was he changed the game up, man. He said, "Give me these little bitch ass niggas, man. They were a bunch of bitch ass niggas. Nobody knew who the fuck Tony Kukoc was, or Steve Kerr, or Harper, or Dennis Rodman. Like, I mean, Dennis Rodman is there because he looks like a bull. The motherfucker looks like a bull, son. You understand what the fuck I'm talking about? With the nose ring and shit. You understand the, you understand the imagery that was put out. with a guy like a Dennis Rodman coloring his hair and shit. Like, was he really the best rebounder? Like, he really was the best rebounder, my nigga. Not to say the nigga ain't play hard. I said the nigga's not tough, but the nigga could score, son. Y'all know that shit. Y'all know Dennis Rodman could score the ball. He's a very good player. A very good player. I'm talking about seeing him on the Detroit Pistons. He looked like he had the potential to be that focal point where Isaiah Thomas could pass him the ball and Dennis Rodman could shoot it. He looked like that type of player. You understand? Where it would be him. It looked like it was going to be a team that would probably last until 1995. But Michael Jordan said, "Fuck y'all niggas. They ain't happening." Michael Jordan's a bad nigga, son. Yeah, I know Michael Jordan's a bad like when Steven Smith like Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. Michael Jordan, he took over. He took on the whole Detroit Pistons by himself. Like the type of player Michael Jordan is, man. Like he embarrassed his mouth. He's been doing it since 1984. I'm not talking about his college days because I wasn't really paying attention to college, but since he came into the league, he said, "This is my time, my era." I think he understands the numbers because you take 8 and 4. You understand? You take those numbers. You understand what those numbers mean. Yeah, the '80s was a beautiful year for Michael Jordan. He probably loved the '80s. I think 8 is Michael Jordan's favorite number, yo. That's gonna you have to understand what these numbers bring out in people. You understand? The number 8. You think of the color red. You think of rebirth. You think of newness. You understand that the earth was made in 7 days. On the eighth day started the new week, or the first day of on the eighth day the child gets circumcised. It's not on the seventh day. It's on the eighth day. You understand? So this is all true and giving y'all stuff and giving y'all some shit, man. So these numbers that he came to the league in 1984. So he was happy that he came to the league on that year because you have to be somewhat type of uh of over compulsiveness, have some type of over compulsiveness disorder in order to be successful. You have to have a regimen. You have to have a schedule that you can wake up and get through the bullshit in order to keep your mind sane. Because you can't have your mind just going everywhere. You got to have your mind at a stabilization. And numbers, which have a finite definition to them, it's not 8.1111123478. No, it's at 8. It's a finite amount. You understand? That's what numbers provide to people. That's the spirituality that numbers provide. That there's something that is stable, a stable amount. It's perfect at 8. It's not going less than 8. It's not 8.1. It's not 7.9. It's 8. You understand? That's what numbers provide for people. So when people really believe in these numbers, I'm trying to tell you that Michael Jordan and number 8 played a part with him. Now I know y'all see the 2-3. That's 666. You understand? That's the beast number. That's letting you know who he is, what he represents, what he thinks of himself. This a bad man, son. With that number 2-3, he's letting you know like this is meant to happen. I'm meant to be better than all y'all. All y'all my sons. Y'all can't do shit about it. This is destiny. This is fate. He's saying that shit since 1994. He's coming in the league saying that shit. Ain't shit you can do about it. I'm gonna be the This is nothing you can do. He had the talent. He can fly through the air. He can get by his defenders. He had the appeal with girls like him. You know what I'm saying? He had, all of these factors to him. Him being in that red and that Bulls uniform. Him, with Nike. You understand? Him and Nike. That's another type of NK Ultra that he got, because he was a monarch. He was a monarch program. Believe that if you want. Like he done suffered some shit, in my opinion. You understand? Where his life before 1984 was a life that nobody wants to recognize, or nobody wants to talk about. You understand? That's why I feel like he died. I feel like he died on that draft day. I feel like that was a rebirthing. I feel like he died and he was reborn into Michael Jordan on 1984. I feel like the person that he was before that, because it's not talked about. This great athlete, this great player, we don't know shit about him, about what kind of food he liked to eat when he was a child, or his first girlfriend, his first kiss. You don't know none of that shit. And this is the greatest player of all time. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Michael Jordan was a monarch child. What he did to the game, the spirit that he brought to the game, that the bull spirit, he brought that bull spirit to the game. You have to understand who the bull is. You know what I'm saying? Understand who the bulls are, and because you have players like Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is nowhere near like Mike. It's different. Magic Johnson was into the limelight. He was into to the females, to the coke, the drugs, all of that shit. You understand? He's into my Magic Johnson was the prototypical type of athlete where niggas was fucking up with his money, and he had to he wants to do what he wants to do, but alright, so usually when athletes they have dirt on them and they gotta get rid of that dirt, that they do fucked up shit to get rid of that dirt. That's how Magic Johnson was. You understand? He this is all alleged, but allegedly he liked to party. He was a party guy. He likes to party, liked to have fun. He likes to spend money. He wanted to spend money, and he want to move around how he want to move around. He want to be able to do what the fuck he want to do when he want to do it, and nobody can tell you shit differently. If you tell me anything differently, I'm gonna fucking kill you, nigga. That's who Magic Johnson is. You can't tell me shit. You don't know. You don't know shit. I'm the fucking king. You understand? That's who Magic Johnson is, and he had that right because he was the best player in the league. He was better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was better than all of them. Magic Johnson was a motherfucker, son. I don't know. I'm not saying that he was greater than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a great fucking player. Like, I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is like the greatest player of all time. I think he's the greatest player. I think Michael Jordan is the best player. You understand? I feel like Magic Johnson compared to Michael Jordan. I mean, you really can't compare those type of players because Magic Johnson could shoot from half court with one hand and shit. You know what I'm saying? He used to shoot from half court with one hand and shit. Like Magic Johnson was a different type of player. So it was a different era. It was a different type of showtime. He was a more he was more of a he was more of a flashy type of a player. He was more of a finesse. Michael Jordan is not finesse. Michael Jordan is like attack, attack, attack. Michael Jordan is I'm trying to embarrass you. You understand? Michael Jordan like I want to break your ankles. Then I'm gonna dunk on two defenders. Then I'm gonna steal the ball. Then I'm gonna take a 3-point shot. Then I want to run half court. And I want to block your center. I want to block the nigga. I want to block. Like this is what Michael Jordan be thinking. Like yo, I'm gonna block the center, and then I'm gonna just bring it back up. I'm not gonna pass it to nobody. I'm not passing to nobody. Fuck all these niggas. I'm gonna dribble the ball back up, and I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna stick my tongue out. I'm gonna have fun. That's what Michael Jordan was. You know what I'm saying? He was embarrassing niggas. All every play, every possession, every fucking possession, embarrassing niggas. Magic Johnson wasn't doing. Magic Johnson was, hey, I'm gonna get this pass. I'll make my other players look like, they the shit. I'll make James Bird look like he really something. I'm gonna make, I'm gonna make what's these other plays? Magic Johnson was different type of animal. He even made Larry Bird look like he was. Larry Bird is not that nice. You know what I'm saying? Larry Bird was a fundamental player, had no type of skills or talents really, but he played the game like he's supposed to play the game. People put Larry Bird and say like, he's better than he's one of the best small forwards. No, get that shit. Larry Bird is a smart player. Basketball IQ, nobody can top him. People say LeBron James. LeBron does not have a good bat. LeBron has one of the worst basketball IQs I've ever seen. What makes LeBron great is that he can jump high. LeBron, he might have taken some steroids. He might have taken some drugs. Who the fuck knows? He's been playing like that since he came into the league. He plays with high energy. He plays like he's on coke, like he's on drugs or some shit. That's how LeBron James plays. I'm letting y'all know. I'm just putting the facts out there. I play with niggas like that. The niggas that's on. I play with niggas in the street. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James is a high energy player. He plays like he's on drugs and shit. You understand? So when you have those type of players, they gonna go extra hard. He's the type of player that goes too hard. Like motherfuckers like, yo, why you going so hard? Like he goes too hard. That's who LeBron James is. That's gonna be his legacy. He's a motherfucker that went too hard at everything. On getting these motherfucking plays signed. He got Montrezl. He stole Montrezl Harrell from the Clippers. This nigga just won a championship. They just won a championship. Just won a championship. With Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo, and Avery Bradley wasn't there, but just won a championship. What does the nigga do? He gets rid of Rajon Rondo, gets rid of Dwight Howard. Now, Rajon Rondo, y'all motherfuckers, son, like, and they put the narrative that Rajon Rondo can't shoot. Like, I seen a nigga on the Celtics. I know what he could do. I know what Rajon Rondo could do. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know what Rajon Rondo could do. It was just 2010. Y'all seen him play. See, this is the segment where we're going to have to stop the bullshit. We're going to have to stop the nonsense. I'm not here to, say nothing new. I'm just telling y'all the truth. You understand? I'm not saying nothing new. I'm telling y'all the black and white truth. Y'all seen how Rajon Rondo play. He's an all-star talent, nigga. He was the best player on his team. The best player. Without Rajon Rondo, they're not winning the championship. You understand that type of shit? So when you take a player like that and you see how they treated this player, how do they treat this motherfucker? They made him look like he was crazy, made him look like he was hard to play with, like he's too demanding. You see the motherfucker body? You see the nigga body, son? The nigga looks like a fucking alien, son. The shit is crazy. The nigga looks like a fucking alien. Like he's not human. He's like a fucking robot, son. Like his body, like he probably weighed like 150 pounds, but his arms look like mine, son. You see my arms? Nigga, arms look like mine. The nigga puts in the work. So you bring a player like that on your team, that means that, listen, LeBron probably knows what Rajon Rondo could bring. But Rajon Rondo had this big cloud over him, so it does affect your play. That wasn't the best Rajon Rondo that y'all seen on the Lakers. That's not the best version of him. Y'all want to see the best version of him? You're gonna have to go back to 2010. know what I'm saying? The best version of Rajon Rondo is him attacking and getting layups. And that nobody could really fuck with him because he could get to the rack. It's just that he put that's a lot of energy doing that shit. And it's not appreciated. Why the fuck you want to do that shit if you're not feeling appreciated? Why you gonna keep putting your hard work and effort trying to get to the rack if nobody appreciates what you could do, your capabilities and your talents? If they're not appreciating that, move the fuck on. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna go to some. Well, him going to Atlanta, I don't understand that shit. He ain't gonna get that much playing time. He should have went to the Knicks. Maybe I don't. I mean, he's probably too old to be starting anyway. You understand? He's probably too old for that anyway. So maybe the Atlanta Hawks probably is the best place for him to go. I'm saying if you start in the Atlanta Hawks, is not the best place to go. If you're not starting Atlanta Hawks, is probably the best place to go because you have a point guard in Trae Young who's starting, who has the capability of being the best point guard in the league. I'm talking about better than Steph Curry. He's younger than Steph Curry. He can shoot like Steph Curry. He can penetrate like Steph Curry. He can pass like Steph Curry. He can dribble like Steph Curry. He's been purposely watching Steph Curry. You have to like stop fucking around. Stop the bullshit. I'm tired of fucking around niggas that's out here. And I might be talking to other spirits that's out here also, but it's a bullshit type of spirit. But people don't act like they don't know what the fuck is going on. And when you see a move like, I shouldn't be having to explain why Rajon Rondo went to the Atlanta Hawks. It should be obvious. That's a great move. I thought it was a great move because he gets to play with Trae Young. But if you're Rajon Rondo, who has the 2 championships under his belt, it looks type weird if you come in off the bench. That shit looks weird to me. If I'm Rajon Rondo, I want to be the star of the team, and he has that star capability. But he could be a superstar type talent. He just he never he never grabbed the bull by the horns. You understand? He didn't. He let these elite. He let these other owners and coaches dictate who he was. That he let them tell him that he was the fourth best player on that championship Celtics team. That's what these coaches told him that. Oh, or that's what these fans probably told him that. Oh, you had Kevin Garnett, you had Paul Pierce, you had Ray Allen. You wasn't really. Some people might even say Kevin Perkins is better than Rajon Rondo. You know what I'm saying? Some people might even say that shit. Rajon Rondo was the best player on that team. You understand? So it's not by chance why you see players like Rajon Rondo leave LeBron James. Why you see Dwight Howard leave LeBron James? Because they was not appreciated. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't appreciated. So LeBron James, his evil ass wicked spirit said, I'm gonna just wipe out this whole team and I'm gonna come in with a new team. You know what I'm saying? So they got Harold. They stole Harold from the Clippers. Harrell, whatever his name is. They took Wesley Matthews, but I don't understand why you got Wesley Matthews. He don't play defense, my nigga. He don't play defense. He's not a good defensive player. I would have took Tim Hardaway Jr. over Wesley Matthews. I don't understand. Like they get these niggas because they can shoot. Wesley Matthews is like 30 something, 30 something years old. He has no business playing with LeBron James, in my opinion. But it was probably scripted out. These type of moves are most likely scripted out. Where Wesley Matthews, if you see how he plays, you understand. You're not surprised by this type of move. You're not surprised by you get Dennis Schroeder. Now Dennis Schroeder is the mother. He said, "I'm tired of coming off the bench." And that's what y'all gonna have to deal with. Dennis Schroeder's most likely gonna start. They don't have no other choice. They don't have no best point guard. You got to start. But you don't want nobody coming out saying no shit like that. Like, what the fuck is you? Listen, the team that the Lakers got, I didn't understand. I didn't understand it with Rajon Rondo and Dwight Howard. I feel like the players were old. I didn't feel like they could bring out the best in their abilities, but they were very motivated this season. They were very steadfast. I'm not. They're very disciplined about what they wanted to do. Dwight Howard said, "I'm not focused on scoring points." Rajon Rondo said, "I'm not focused on scoring points." You know what I'm saying? But those are offensive. They're offensive type of players. Dwight Howard is no offensive type of player. He likes to score the ball. He wants to score the ball. He wants to average 20 points a game. Y'all think he doesn't, but that's who Dwight Howard is. You know, nobody's not going to be able to change that. You understand? So I can't remember where Dwight Howard ended up. I think he's on the Cavs. Let me see what this nigga's at. But yeah, LeBron James, you know, he trashed his whole team out. You know what I'm saying? So the team they have now, Wesley Matthews and he's on the 76ers. We have Wesley Matthews and they have Wesley Matthews and they have Dennis Schroeder and Harrell and Marc Gasol. Now, Marc Gasol, it's not Paul Gasol. I would have been happy with Paul Gasol, but they got Marc Gasol. Now, Marc Gasol is a championship player, but he wasn't the best player on his team. When you take a look at Paul Gasol, like Marc Gasol won a championship with Kawhi Leonard and Kevin Lowry and these players that have status and whatever the what's the dude name? Like you take a look at Paul Gasol. Paul Gasol is the second best player on his team with Kobe Bryant. So I would rather have a Paul Gasol than a Marc Gasol. But I'm not mad at getting Marc Gasol. I'm not mad, but he's not a starting center. He's not that. He's more of a starting power forward. So I don't know how they're going to orchestrate that center position with having Marc Gasol at the center. That's not him. He's not a rough type of rebounding. That's more of a Paul Gasol. Paul Gasol can get you them boards, can get you those rebounds. He can play dirty in the paint. A Marc Gasol is not that type of player. Marc Gasol is a he's a scorer. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not not to say he can't do that. I'm not saying he can't do that, but it's not. He'll take a 3-point shot. A Paul Gasol is not trying to take a 3-point shot. Not to say he can't do it, but he's not trying to do that. All right. I'm about to cut this short. All right. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Basically what I want to say is I want to finish this play out real quick because people bothering me. You know what I'm saying? Let's finish this play out real quick. So LeBron James, he gets the ball, and his only thing is to score, just get easy points. All right. So after he gets the ball, and I just wanted to say he makes a beautiful pass. He makes a beautiful pass to Dwight Howard. You know what I'm saying? I just want to bring that out that who LeBron James is and how he gets easy buckets. And that's just he's not looking to be flashy. He's looking to play the game smart, like how Tom Brady did. How Tom Brady plays the game smart. He makes short passes that can go for long yards. LeBron just gets garbage buckets that end up turning into 30 points at the end of the game. That's who LeBron James is. All right? I understand who he is. Whoever watches this, understand his mindset so y'all don't have trouble playing him next year because it's not hard to play LeBron James. He's a robot. Who shoots the three well, allegedly. He can't shoot free throws, but he shoots three well allegedly, and he could dunk. He could he has a good mid range shot also. So Understand that about LeBron James, he's not going to dribble the ball. He's not going to dribble the ball a lot. He's going to get into that triple threat position and look to score. That's his only moves. All right. You have a wonderful day, wonderful life, and much blessings. All right, Shalom.